for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.
Yeah.
Thomas Jackson.
Yeah. Bounce. Yeah.
Now you see that? You can get a free case by putting SLTV. Oh. Sounds good to me, don't it? It sounds good. Yes, it's 4 minutes past. Alright. Calm down. We'll get there. We're still waiting. You can see they're not quite ready yet. I can't force them. I'm not going around their house. I'm not going to be making them start this game. That's down to them. So we'll be getting ourselves underway relatively shortly. Can bring up the maps as requested. We will have a little look-see. We're going to have Cash, then Mirage, then Train. And I think this is going to be a really interesting series, actually, because if anything, we have two of these teams' sort of best maps. I'd say Binary Dragons, probably their best map is over on Cash. Then we got a map that they're happy to play as well, but is probably the best map for eXtatus. Horrible name to pronounce. Then we go on to Train, which, again, I feel like both these teams are going to be able to play. I think the final map does favour Binary Dragons, but at the same time, you look at it going forward and you have to say, if Frozen can drop 38 kills again, then who knows? Expert, if you want me to be quiet, you can just mute me. That's no problem. I don't mind. I'm not for everyone. Although, I've got a decent amount of good feedback recently, so I'm going to take that as you being wrong. Either way, we should be going into this one relatively shortly. I've been given the 60-second warning. It may be less at this point as I have been waffling for a little bit, but I'm excited to see what will actually go on here because we've got an interesting scenario. Now, if eXtatus win a map, they will match up or equal what Pride have managed to do, which is 1 win and then a 2-1 loss and a 2-0 loss. If they win both maps, they will qualify alongside Binary Dragons, who have got themselves a 2-0 already. If they lose 2-0, then we will have Pride going through because they managed an extra map. So, getting pretty complicated, but basically 2-0, they're out. 2-1, it goes down to round difference, and whoo, I have no idea. And if then it goes, they win 2-0, then they're through. So, definitely going to be interesting. Either way, we're going into the knife round. I don't think it's a huge deal on Cash, although we have seen an improvement on the amount of rounds on this T side. We're going to be going into this one with Binary Dragons on the choice. They're actually going to start CT, so clearly they disagree. Don't worry, Expert. Even with all the hate that you show towards me, I will only show you love back in return. And if anything, if I know anything about people, that's going to annoy you so much and I'm going to laugh. So have fun. Have fun. Chat. I hope you have a beautiful evening. And honestly, I hope you enjoy the game. Whether you meet me or not. But we're going to be going into this one relatively shortly. I think Binary Dragons are looking incredible as of recent, so I'm going to be siding with them. I don't know about you guys in the chat. And see. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? We've got Childer, he's gone for eXtatus win. I think Frozen's going to have to do pretty well. We've got... Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Toby, LFC as well. Or is that LF Skiller? Pretty cool. Ellen Sar, thank you very much. This is the map pick of Binary Dragons. Either way, we are going to have the CTs playing the close position. Now, normally you think of a retake strategy when you consider this site. But they're actually going to play this pretty close. Letney, Emmy, starting things off. Nice crossfire all the way. Letney with a triple headshot to start off this round. And well, now we look towards one, Zedco. And it's not to be. Lovely round from Letney, starting things off with a bang. Yeah. Is that Liverpool FC, right? If I'm wrong, then sorry. If I'm wrong. Although, I'm a Tottenham fan, so you've chosen the wrong team. Either way, 1-0. Decent start for Binary Dragons. Lovely stuff from Letney. Hitting those headshots all the way along. As said, eXtatus, we're going to need to see an impressive showing from them. They've got some decent players, though. The 14-year-old wonder kid of Frozen, Questone X, Hellraisers. Definitely could show up. Monty had a great performance. I think it was the first day of the tournament. Absolutely trouncing his opposition. And he will start things off here again. Mid-control, already taken. Now, there's a little bit of presence in terms of the rifle, trying to look down towards highway, give themselves a little bit of range away from these pistols. The one benefit that they have, and exactly what will happen. Letney continuing with his headshots. Ready. It will be a trade. Frozen able to get one back. Giving them the advantage once again. Decent position from Neno. He's going to go for this peak by the looks of things. Here's them running. Sprays along. Catches the bomb. Will buy them some time, but Zedko's very quick to be able to trade this one. But it's Letney again. Already getting himself up to 6 kills. Going to be all on Devil. Trying to sneak his way around. Like he's going to go cross. Actually going to be able to get to the site. Now, if he plants safe, he'll get a bomb plant, but the chance of winning the round is slim. I was going to say if he plants towards the back of the site, he has a bit more of a chance to try and get away from this, but by the looks of things, it's going to be the 2 versus 1, trying to push back in. The Molotov going to give away his position, but he catches one and the second as well. Big round from Devil. Rifle picked up for his reward, and eXtatus instantly break back the Binary Dragons. Yeah, imagine him at 18. That's the scary thing. I'm hoping that he won't, like, there's a few things. One, get too big for his boots, because that's always a problem when someone's that young. But then also, I hope that there's just somebody around to actually teach him, to help him improve, because he's clearly got the raw talent. No doubt about that. It's just whether he can reach that sort of next level, reach another team that will be able to bring him further. Because, well, I don't know how much he can really achieve with eXtatus, but he's definitely a little star in the making. I'm excited to see what he can do in the future. Frozen has been 14 for 2 years. Okay, if he's 15, either way, he's still a lot younger than me. Deegs, able to do a lot of damage. Emmy actually going to be able to start things off with the first kill of the round, and well, going to be the T's falling back into a little bit of mid-control. They don't want to be throwing this round away. We've seen a lot from this CT side of Binary Dragons. They've been very impressive so far. They've been great with pistols. I don't think there's a round where he's not dangerous. Hunter is going to go down. Monty going to be able to continue this trend of CT players dying. Nice shot from Emmy as well. Looking for a little bit more. Can't quite manage to find it as of yet. Frozen going to be able to give them that 2 versus 3 advantage. Make that another as he pushes in from highway. Stepping up big. Leaving it all to Neno, and, well, really in this situation, I don't think there's too much he can hope to achieve. CT side not going to be able to invest too much into this round. In fact, there's only going to be a P250 and a flashbang. He's going to be perfectly comfortable. Frozen just going to be waiting for any sort of aggression to come out. Waiting to see where they actually use this flashbang. Maps are going to be Mirage after this, and then Train. So, Cash, Mirage, Train. He's just playing a default at the moment, a little bit further aggression over towards this B site, but not really going for anything overly aggressive. Now, Neno is in from behind with the P250. He's up close, waiting in the mini pit, and already a dink coming in onto Weston gives him a good chance, but Frozen just holding the angle, making sure he can't go for any sort of nutty plays with that P250, and this will pretty much completely open up the B site, not allow them really to go for anything of sorts. Now, well, CT side. Trying to get some damage done. Trying to find a rifle. See? He's going to be cleaning things up, and while it leaves only Letney alive. Double op set up straight in, though, for this CT side, as they've clearly decided that this is the worthy investment. Now, it's worked in the past. We see actually a switch-up between these two players who actually plays the primary op a lot of the time. Most of the time, it's been Joxic, but on Cobblestone, for example, we see that sort of aggressive flat play from Letney, and while on the cash A site, he's the man to watch, already finding that first pick, and it's not going to be Frozen helping out. He gets one, and one of his own. As already Binary Dragons shut down a very quick round, leaving themselves 3 and 2. Now, the T-side economy is not in too bad a position, thanks to Devil having some extra cash. He can actually drop a rifle over to Quez, and that should be pretty much a 4-buy. In fact, they're even going to have an AWP dropped over to Devil as well. So, in terms of the buy, it's not going to be bad whatsoever. Monty will have to invest, and they will have to spend pretty much all of their money as well. So, great chance for the CT side to actually reset them in turn. Well, Hunter going to start things off. Gets himself that first kill. Monty, looking for the aggression, will be able to trade things back. And that was somewhat unnecessary from Emmy. They already have that first pick. They're already with the advantage. And he decides to push down middle and give it straight back. Not really a worthy trade at this point of the game. And further aggression now from Joxic as well. The early win that they had with the damage done by Hunter is now traded straight back into an advantage for eXtatus. And although they played this smart by not over-aggressing themselves, not trying to refrag, it's still coming out as a problem now for Binary Dragons, who've left themselves in a bit of a predicament. As said, they're pretty much safe in this situation. Binary Dragons are through. Whether they're through top, that's another thing. However, the life of eXtatus still hangs in the balance. They're going to lose that man advantage as the pick comes out. Neno switching over. They still have 2 ops in play, and Letney will be left on this site alone. He's been doing well with the AWP. There's a couple of low players, and that nade may just be enough to take down one of them. Goodbye, Monty. No chance for you with the dunk. Now Zedko's going to go running onto the site, trying to wrap around, but he's spotted by Hunter. The same can be said for Devil. Through the smoke, gets one. Catches him on the edge, and Zedko's actually able to bring it back until Neno actually finishes things off. The dunk, not quite there though. 9 HP left on Devil. Very, very close. Actually, both players with the AWP. This could be interesting. Devil again. He's going to clutch things out for his team. Big stuff from him so far. Impact frags galore as he sits 6 and 2 at the top of the, well, game for now. Only on his team as Letney's 10 and 4, but 4 and 2, eXtatus will reset them once again, force them into these pistols. The body wallbang, not going to work this time. Interesting decision from Zedko to actually go for the MAC-10. There's not going to be an eco on the other side, possibly a little bit of a misread. Not expecting the CT side to fully invest into this round, but they have. Letney. The minute amount of damage. And on the other side of the map, Frozen has managed to get the first pick. Looking like a menace already. Picks back in, but can't quite capitalize on the second kill. Leaves Nino on just 1 HP. This is not Devil from Envious. He is French. Gonna see some aggression out. Now, you have to bear in mind, Nano only has 1 HP, so this is quite risky from him. If there was somebody on the other side, be a little bit problematic. But there isn't, and he's going to be able to sneak around and may actually catch Questone as well. So the 1 HP man doing a lot of damage. The problem is Monty's already gone up mid, taking himself the pick, looking to try and pincer back in. The A site looked like the target, actually, for this T side, but the bomb looking hesitant. Or patient, depending which way you want to look at it. The peak is going to come out with the AWP. But actually, it's going to be Emmy very close. He's got to be careful of this book. Zeko should spot him, and actually it's going to be Devil to flick around and finish him off. Already, they'll lose Letney to the MAC-10 as well, and Monty will shut down this CT side. And now we're actually going to see a pause called out. I imagine it will be one of a tactical nature. CT side already in a little bit of trouble. CT side left with little choice but to go for an eco in this round. Unable to do too much in this situation. It should be a nice clean one coming out from Team eXtatus in this situation. And they could use with one as well. Money's still not in too good a situation at the moment. Emmy looking for this spot over towards middle. Able to find too much yet. Questone will. He actually finds Emmy in the meantime. Pushing over into the vents as well. They've got to be a little bit careful as we do have Joystick up close. But you have to remember this is such a minimal investment. Nano with the P250, that's about it. The rest is all onto these USPs. Already Quest going to be able to open onto another and well, shutting them down one by one, making things look very easy. Now, if Letney can somehow get this kill, some sort of miracle prevails, it would be nice. But it's not going to happen. It will be 2-6. eXtatus with a decent start. Money building up as well, thanks to that flawless round. It will be this time where the CTs actually fully invest, but again, no AWP. We've already seen they're quite happy to actually bring in double AWPs, so considering that they've wanted it pretty much all the way through, we'll have to wait and see if this has much of an impact. B side, again, playing a bit more of a default. It looks like the CTs themselves are going to try for some aggression. They've got to make sure that they don't make any noise in this situation. It looks like they've succeeded as well, as the boost will be coming in. Now this position can't be utilized too much, but it looks like Binary Dragons are just having that sort of round where they need a win. They need some momentum. They need some economy as well. In Joystick's case, he needs some kills, otherwise he's going to be the British Secret Service new employee. May have a license to kill, but at least so far he hasn't abused it at all. Decided wants to stick. Numero 0, but there we go, Hunter. Using that boost position will find them the first kill of the round. Now, there's only 40 seconds left, and the bomb still sat very far back. Going to go rotating, at least initially, towards A, but now I think they've changed their mind, and this is a very late call to be making. Now, the push will begin to come in over towards this A site, a sort of fake as such. The boost player still doing all of the work as Letney and Hunter shut things down, but now we look towards Questone. He finds the instant entry onto the site, gets a second as well. This should guarantee a bomb plant, at least giving them some money. Now, he's only into a 1 versus 2. It's not impossible. They are going to split up, and unlike Scooby-Doo, they're not looking for clues. They're looking for blood. Questone going to try and turn this into a 1v1 duel. He will enable himself to do that with the peek onto Hunter. Now looks to fall back. They're actually going to try and line up a Molotov onto the bomb. This could be interesting. A little bit too interesting as he actually peeks straight into the angle of his opponent. And Letney's able to find that kill and comfortably defuse.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
However, it's not going to be a problem for the T side at least to get themselves a buy. They do have a good opportunity to actually break the economy of their opponents. Nice work from Neno. Actually starts things off through the door. Not the day of Joxic so far, but luckily he's got Hunter to help him out. 2 kills already to the good for the CT side. Naturally, trying to make a little bit of a sound cue to give away the position, but there's nobody close enough to hear it. Nate gonna go out and dunk onto Monty. Wrecked by Neno, who gets his 2nd kill of this round. So the push coming in from Letney could just be the bane of their life at the moment. They are going to look to push into middle. They're taking their sweet time, and this could be perfect as he looks to come in on the flank and get himself this double. Now, they should have somewhat of an idea where these players are, but actually Letney's going to go clearing other positions around the map. Now, this does mean that they can pretty much home in on the players in middle. Probably will go switching back in just a moment. But this should be clear now where the remaining players are. 30 seconds left on the clock as eXtatus look to try and push back into this situation. Frozen and Devil. And the clock really is ticking at the moment. Emmy just playing patiently, but Frozen will be able to entry 1. But quickly we see the trades come out. Hunter with support as well. Binary Dragons will get themselves a 4th. Do a lot of damage over to that T economy, but they're still going to be forcing for this. They're still gunning for blood, still looking to try and damage the economy of their opponents, at least. So they're going to fully invest, and this gives Binary Dragons a good chance to get back into this one. Now, a bomb plant may make things a little bit more interesting in terms of how much money they'll have going into the next round. But ultimately, if they lose this round, they shouldn't really be buying in the next. Emmy just going to be falling back. He knows there's players running and gunning, pushing towards his position. He's got support from Letney as well. Smoke going to go down to try and isolate him, but Hunter now pushing in. Only going to get 1. He's traded out by Devil, but it's not long before he falls as well. And Binary Dragons seem to have woken up a little bit. Maybe not Joxic, but the rest of them have. He's only going to be able to invest into the Eagles, but as I say, only Frozen entries onto the site. Nade's going to be thrown out. Neno trying to buy as much time as possible, but he can only get himself 1. Frozen there to trade again. Nade could be perfect, though, as it dunks straight onto his head. The lineup is flawless, and it leaves the remaining players with no bomb and outside of the site. And now this is very difficult to come back from. They needed that bomb plant to have any chance in this round already. Hunter just holding the cross is going to make things more and more difficult by the second. Whereas the only one left alive will fall and the scoreline gets equalized as Binary Dragons manage to bring things back to a 6-6 scoreline. T-side, however, are going to have themselves a bye at least. We'll see whether or not this will be enough to actually get them back to winning ways. It's been 4 rounds since we've seen them get around. As said, a consider Binary Dragons to be the favorites in this situation. They've looked strong over the last couple of days. B-side's still going to be waiting over towards this B-side. They have a little bit of a lurch. They've got Westone throwing in nades, and he's actually going to drag the highway player further over, but they have faith in Joxic. Although he's actually just going to be darting like a fly and just switching his position, jumps into the Molotov, but manages to survive. He's now on the board at least and just surviving in this corner. The nade's going to go out, trying to dunk him out of position as he just sits there holding on for his teammates to rotate in, and Hunter will prevail. Save his life as you will. Bomb, however, will be going down. Frozen and Zedco to try and challenge back versus these CT players. Frozen, trying to find himself a pick. Joxic just sat in the corner. He hasn't left. He looks traumatized. Actually just going to be waiting. I think he needs to be the one to make a play, really. As the rest of the team, although they have higher HP, they can't really get back into the side. Their position being watched. Frozen going to be finding another one. Letney going to get one for himself, but it's all onto Joxic once again. The bomb has a Molotov on it. There's nothing that can be done in this situation. And Joxic, my friend, you're going to have to run for your life, and it won't happen. Everyone will die. A slaughter of the lot of them. But eXtatus will be able to win this round. Nano gonna go pushing. Gonna find out a decent amount of information for his team as well, just coming all the way through mid. The Devil seems to be aware. And they will be countered early into this round, able to find himself the kill. They're only on Adigo himself, so there's an opportunity to go and pick a gun up. Westone already finding a second, and the aggression of this CT side just not working out for them at the moment. Hunter has been able to get very close into A main. Will he actually be able to do anything with it? Oh, he doesn't! What is that? Hunter, there's just no reaction. Thank you very much, Clone. I appreciate that a lot. Questone will be able to add another to the death toll of this CT side. I'm not sure, like, okay. There's a few, I've got a question. I'm going to wait until we lose Letney. In that situation, when you're sat in that corner, what else are you looking at if it's not the players walking in? Is he just on his phone or just, like, analyzing the different points of the wall? There's only one spot you can look at, and that is main. I don't understand. Yeah, maybe he's looking at his phone. I just don't get it. I do not get it at all. Just like, be right back, guys. I got a pizza at the door. That was it. That was the chance. Yeah, Bellamy, you have got a point. Maybe he was trying to let them cross. That is risky, to say the least, because it's not the most hidden angle in the world. This map was picked by Binary Dragons. Next map, Mirage, picked by eXtatus. So a decent start for them, for sure. I am waiting to see the T side of BD, though. They have looked good so far. Now, 5-7s. Definitely not the weakest of position. Emmy. Going to be able to start things off with the first kill of the round. It's the only rifle that they currently have. Frozen going to be looking to take control of mid. He's been spotted. Letney's still waiting onto the site itself. Zedco. be able to get one back. The Hunter's still doing the work. Almost manages to take a second as well, but it's still going to even things up into a 2v2. Joxic finding a rifle, but he is lost before he can even spot anyone as the smoke kill comes in from Zegco, and a 9-6 looks ever more likely. Neno with the temptation to push through the smoke. Going to be able to find anything as of yet, just waiting patiently, hoping that somebody will make a mistake, but will he think of Monty behind this box? He should have done now. He spotted the pixel, but it won't matter. Pick going to go the way of the T's, and they will get their 9-6 on this half. Yeah, train will be the third map. Of course, if we get that far, you never know. We could be seeing a 2-0. If, as said, if eXtatus can 2-0 this, they will be going through with Binary Dragons. Binary Dragons are basically just fighting for top seed. If eXtatus lose, then, of course, if they lose, then they're out. If they lose 2-1, then they will be equal on the same amount of maps, and it will come down to round difference. Oh, no, I realize he has to look at the wall. The thing is, or at least from what I can see, maybe he sees something different if he's playing 4-3, but he can spot the player as they walk by. I get the fact that maybe he was trying to let more than one, but it looks very silly when you consider it in the way that I saw it. Don't worry. Never gonna get everything spot on. I'm not a genie. B side, gathering up over towards this A site. Not really much of a common strategy. Having one player on this site is quite interesting. Now, Frozen has been a one-man team in the past. We saw it on Train yesterday with 38 kills, dragging them, kicking and screaming through that map. This time he's just looking to dart around, and Letney is going to take his head clean off. Bomb will go down. Retake strategy going to be coming in. Now, they do have themselves a kit. Some nades to play with as well. Problem is, it's going to be very difficult for them to clear out these angles already. Hunter going to be hitting the headshot onto one. Joxic, a little bit of team damage, but he's already doubled his kills. Leaving it all onto Devil and Zegco. Actually, Devil and Zegco doing a decent job of this. The problem is they're getting shot down through the smoke. And it will be enough, 7-9, to finish off this game. Joxic will finish off this round even, not the game. That's a little bit much, but giving them a much better scenario on their T side. Getting that pistol, looking like they're going to be able to even up the scoreline. CT side will be investing into Deagles. Armor on every single player as well. Some dropping their head armor. Nade going to go out onto Frozen, but it will actually bounce back. Going to go down already. Not looking like there's much of a trade in sight. Only one player remains over on this A site. Push coming out from Zegco, but it looks like he's been spotted. Pretends to fall back, but I don't think the T's are buying it at all, as Hunter will be waiting. Monty over towards the B site, solo. Still has a lot of work to do. With this 5-7 is possible. Mid-control looking like it's about to be taken by this T side. Taking their time here. If they let it fall too low, pistols could become deadlier and deadlier. There's only one player on this A side with 30 seconds to go. The split is inevitable, as Devil now has one hell of a job to do. He holds them back with a flash. He's able to cross back over to the site. He's going to be spamming away with the Deagle, but both players will fall within a matter of seconds. Once going to switch over to the Deagle, but it's not to be. It's going to be a 4-player standing roster. Now switch those words so they're in the correct order and it makes sense, and then you've nailed that sentence, Tom. But the point still stands. They keep every single player alive, they'll make up a decent amount of money, and now have a chance to actually farm up a huge amount of cash off the back of the UMPs as well. Because the CTs are going to invest nothing. Emmy already starting things off. $600. Make that $1,200. The cash is farmed up by these UMPs. 1,800. 2,400. Look at this maths coming in. Are we going to get it ruined? Never mind. The full $3,000. As every single player dies to a UMP, which is perfect in reality for this T side. Investment's going to come in, but bear in mind there is not a single player with head armor for this CT side. So the UMP will be as deadly as ever. I'm wondering if they'll actually keep them in play. Looks like they will, so Emmy and Hunt are going to stick with those UMPs. And as said, one shot to the head on any of these players will be enough to finish them off. Morning Macaballs. It may be 25 to 8 in the evening, but I'll say morning nonetheless. Questone. Able to spot that first player. Monty there to support him as well. They're staying passive on this side, and eXtatus' buy round looking absolutely perfect at this moment in time. Only Neno left alive, and he's surrounded. $10 to 9. King starting to have doubts in his Binary Dragons prediction. Vomit on his sweater already. Knees weak, arms are heavy. Guess what he's having for tea. Still, it's going to be a buy on the board for the T side. Sploob going in with the savage. Kick a man while he's down. He may not be wrong as of yet. Binary Dragon still a decent T side. See whether they can pull this one back. It's only been one round. If they manage to win this one, it's going to be a painful buy in the next for the CTs. They've gone for the boost. Frozen looking to try and find this one, but unable to at the moment. Till seconds later. Molotov doesn't force him back, and he's able to get that first pick. Push going to be coming from the T side. Frozen with another, looking strong again today. Zekko with the support, and it's a flawless round again. Have we really got someone called Sploob and Splooby? Oh, that's beautiful. The question is, did Splooby originally try and get the name Sploob? And was like, damn it, I'm not going to get Sploob, I'm going to have to go for Splooby instead. Because if so, you now know the man you need to find. $11 to 9. This is the first map of a best of 3. Map choice of Binary Dragons. As said, eXtatus fighting for their survival in the Hellcase Cup. Getting a map may just be enough. You are right. I am a stupid Morant. Cast. Zedco. Starting things off. Catches one through the smoke. Going to be able to trade 1 and 2. Doing the job for his team, but look how low they are. 22 and 21 HP, almost brother in arms. Emmy. To try and make a play over towards this B side. And actually, if you look at the position of Frozen, it seems the temptation from him is to rotate away. And considering where we currently see the T side going, over towards this squeaky door, we're going to have that push out. There's nothing he can do to stop it. Bomb is going to be going down without any sort of hassle. Smoke as well. Hello. Is that Petra dumb pick? 1, 2, 3. Hello to you. Frozen is going to be able to dunk one out with an aid. One of the 21-22 HP brothers are gone. Leaving Neno and Emmy to try and fight this back. But a decent position from Emmy could make all the difference. Try and spot them crossing, but he's missing the shots. Gets the second at least, bringing it into a 1 versus 2. And Neno is just going to be playing. They expect him to be over towards the main position, but Frozen is going to be available to trade. He's got plenty of time to defuse, and eXtatus are going to continue their reign of terror. The question is, are the T's going to buy? They've got enough that they could go for a few AKs without head armor. They could stick with the AWP. Every second that goes by, every round that continues, King gets more and more scared. Just look at him in the chat. Look at his fear. Thank you, Sploob. I appreciate you. T-side going to be looking to take some presents over towards A main. They haven't fully invested. What they've done is Hunter has some extra money. Thank you, Zachary. That's a lot of Y's you've got in your name. And ones. But I appreciate you as well. We're going to have a stop. 900 ping. Well, it says 443 for me. Somebody started downloading something fishy in Hunter's house. I'm not saying what. It could just be a harmless video game. There we go. That's what I'm going with, video game. Someone in his house is downloading video games. Oh, wow. Can we have a challenge? Who has more of one letter in their name? Is it Easy? Or is it Zachary? Oh, no. Easy wins with all the E's. You know what, Zachary? I actually wanted to be called Sploob as well. Yeah, I was told yesterday there was intel, but then some other people said maybe it's not. So I got a little bit scared, so I just went back to Letney again. Also, if it's intel, then I'm just gonna want to make terrible jokes. Sploob. It makes me feel very happy to say the name Sploob. Oh, why? Am I casting the next major? No. Mech, I'm gonna be honest, you're probably not wrong. I'm sat in my room, all the windows closed, it's very warm. My PC is making my room even warmer. If I'm not smelly at this point, then I must be, like, the perfect human being. Which is possible. This is the first map. Kinkinko? Sploob and Splooby. Sploob and Splooby. If you two don't become friends, then I'm disappointed. Well, I just want to say, if you two don't somehow become best friends, then something's gone wrong. Yeah, I can have a shower later. You're not wrong. Vodka, I'm watching you. Be that Kappa. Hopefully they'll be able to sort this out soon. What are your next tournaments after this? Oh. Thank you, Steel. Maybe I am. By the way, you missed out the R. I'm actually a fragster. Hey! Oh, he turned it round. You didn't see that one coming, did you? This Tinder. And maybe this was all a ploy. They're just like, Jock6's been having problems, so they're just gonna basically just like have one of them just like unplug the Ethernet cable a bit and just like, yeah, we need a little bit of a break. Having your favorite player as Pasha is like fine. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I am an idiot. I really am. Can you say it? Boko. It's probably not. I see the little like downwards arrow on top of the C, and I know that I have almost definitely pronounced it wrong. Yeah, that's what they do. They're just like, hey, Nico. Just give him a little call and just be like, it's me. It's me, your cousin. They go, do you wanna play? And they're like, can you just come in? We need you. Joxic's having a nightmare. And it's like, Nico's just like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I got time. And we just see Deke headshots for the rest of the game. Who won game 1? Hunden. No comment. Question is, bot Hunden or God Hunden? Do I've realized though, so the Fnatic Academy player called Botten, like the B weird A's TEN, right? That's also what happens if Hunden puts bot at the beginning of his name. Your minds have just been blown. Fnatic Academy have actually signed bot Hunden, and he's called Botten. This is when you realize I've run out of things to talk about. Yeah, see, that's how you spell it. If people try to troll me, that's fine. I can take it. What do you think I was doing a few years ago? Can you see now that you're typing? The only reason I said the word that he sent me was because it's in his name. So I'm gonna assume there's something alright. But you just sending me words to say could get me in trouble. So I'm gonna pass. Because I don't trust any of you. You're all evil. That's true, actually, yeah. The internet plus getting offended doesn't really, like, work out. Nico posted on Instagram a picture of him and Hunter. Well, they are cousins. So I'd hope that they'd have a picture or two. Do I get your money back if BD get disqualified? Depends who you bet with, because I don't have a clue. It's the boat. Is it because he sails to victory? Or is it because he has a lot of bros with his team? Oh god. Oh, that was low even for me. What does Clara mean? Clara is where you get caught using wall hacks and you blame your friend called Kara. Because Kara downloaded wall hacks on your PC. Likely story.
Counter-terrorists win.
Do you want the picture of Nico and Hunter? I'm sure I could go to the Instagram. Damn it, Clara. Why are you installing all those wall hacks? Hey! He's back! Is he lagging? Wait for it. Go on, keep going. There we go. Come on. You can do better than that. Funny thing is, Joxic's actually doing better when the game's not being played. Oh, that was mean. I take it back. I'm sorry, Joxic. I love you. Don't hurt me. Don't tweet at me saying mean things. I can't take it. I'll cry. How's the ping looking? The ping's looking reasonable. Hunter, in fact, now doing better than Emmy in ping. In the ping wars. Just a meme. I'm sorry, Joxic. What the... Okay, auto director. Thank you for changing it into... 12-9. There you go. That's whoever was asking what the score is. He's looking like they're going to be forcing again. This is the same sort of buy they went for a moment ago. Hunter with the extra cash. Who do I think is going to win the E-League Clash for cash? I think Astralis. I would love VP to win. I think Taz is an absolute legend. Pasha is probably one of my favorite. Just whenever he streams, I'm glued. He's hilarious. And I do want to go to his School of English. School of London. Whatever you want to call it. But I think Astralis is going to win. Push onto the A side. Went back into the game. Hunter leading the charge with the AK. Gets the first kill, but a lot of damage already being done. However, Devil dropping that AWP into the corner is going to make things a lot more difficult for eXtatus in this situation. It is Neo's birthday today. It's a shame the Poles couldn't win for him in this situation. Last game we saw cleanup going very, very well. Hunter trying his best to pull things back. Both players currently set in the same main position. Already we're going to see Zegko able to get one, but the peek comes out. Going to try and spam away, but he can't quite find the angle. Questone, smoke defusal, and he will even go down at the end. Now that could be a little bit costly in terms of the rebuys for the CT side, but they still get themselves around. They make things 13-9. Oh, is it Joxy? Stjoxy? How do you say that? Sioxy? Is it a Y? A lot of other countries. See, this is going to be controversial. People are going to hate me, but I'm going to say cats. I've chosen cats. Deal with it. Bet your house on VP. I'm hoping it's a doll's house, because that's risky. Good, decent reward, though. That T side, they didn't fully invest into the last round. A bomb plant plus all the damage they achieved is decent. No, I'm talking about the guy in chat. I know that Joxic is just Joxic, but this guy's name is Sjoxae. I-E. Why did I say A? So I was trying to read his name, not Joxic. I've not changed his. You guys told me how to say that. I'm wondering if his name is Joxy or Sioxy, the guy in the chat. Don't worry, I've not changed my pronunciation. Yes, cats. I like cats. Smoke gonna go out in towards middle. Ready, we're gonna see pick coming out for Hunter. It's only gonna be a trade for now, and they're actually gonna go rotating back towards this B side. There's two players currently waiting. My microphone is a razor siren. If you don't have the right sound software, it sounds horrible. Neno is going to make things horrible for this CT side. Monty looking to try and do the damage, hold them back, and that's the bomb drop. The round has been won. Monty has done it all on his own. He can run away to the hills. There's nothing that they can do about it as eXtatus sneak another one out of the hands of Binary Dragons. Monty with a magnificent play. And that will be 14-9. Yes, this is the first map. CT side, even though they're winning rounds, are struggling with their buys. The T's, on the other hand, they've got max loss bonus. They're going to be coming back once again. Smart play, I agree. EZZ win. Haha, you wanted me to say easy win, but I didn't. Haha. Present's going to be taken over towards this main spot. Only the pistol and follow-up so far won by Binary Dragons. We'll see if they can fix this. If they win this round, they will reset eXtatus and can get themselves back into position. Like, they've got the support in the chat, at least. To try and hold mid with just one man. Only the Deagle as well. This is quite risky. But already we're going to see the first pick. Again, is through this door. And Zedco, never mind, I'm wrong. This dig may just be enough. Hunter will at least burn one back. But it's still a 4 versus 2 situation as Frozen finds another in the meantime. Emmy gonna go for this pick, but Frozen is on fire. The irony does not pass this kid. Not only is his team's logo aflame, not only is he killing everyone, but he's also called Frozen. Do you get it? Because Frozen's gonna be cold. Thank you, Hugo. Well, as a Tottenham fan, I have to say Wenger in, because I want Arsenal to keep getting worse and worse. (15-9). 1 round needed for eXtatus to upset on this map at least. Do have Instagram. The Astralis VP match is for money. Pretty much it. It's for E-League, so it doesn't really like go towards anything. It's just a rematch of, I think, the major final. Either way, we're gonna have that. Yeah, it is the major final because they weren't in the final of the last E-League. Either way, Hunter gonna be able to get one, but it's quickly traded out. Good work from Zekra so far, but he's not gonna be able to stop the push of Hunter, who has been trying his best to pull his team through. Joksic is the one being pulled at the moment. Yes, legit Zog, I'm having to use Auto Director to help me out because I am a one-man show. Emmy. Gonna bring this into a 2 versus 4. This would be a horrible situation for this T side to lose, and they may not even have the potential to lose it as the CTs are gone. They're running away from the troubles in their lives, as Craig David once said. And they're going to look to just hold on to the weaponry they have. T-side finally going to be able to break this streak of 6 rounds. And they're going to need a streak of the exact same amount to even things up.
Terrorists win.
Isn't yours M-E? Unless you want me to pronounce his M-I. But if I do that, I think the rest of the chat are probably going to try and find me. Is this a major qualifier or what? No. This is the Hellcase Cup. Cup run by Hellcase. I think I described that perfectly, if I'm honest. Retake strategy coming in over towards A. Devil going to throw out the smoke. He's the only man here. And after no presence in mid, we are going to see a little bit more control over towards this A site. They rotate players off of highway. Look at this wipeout. Devil and Frozen combining to take this map. Only 2 players remaining. Make it 1. Joksic at least going to be able to bring 1 to the scoreboard. Something he hasn't been able to do for the majority of this map. Neno. Going to be alone. Got to find 2. Gets the first. Looking for Questone now. The bomb down on the floor is going to give Questone an inkling as where his opponent has to be. Peak got to come out. Flashbang over to the right side. Could change. Questone actually peaks. And with 50 seconds, Neno has plenty of time. Questone not going to be rotating his position just because of where the bomb currently sits. And he's going to be able to win this one. eXtatus take that first map. Binary Dragons losing their pick, which is a little bit worrying for them. But luckily, map number 2 is a map that they are more than happy to play. They will be heading over to Mirage. And we'll be back in just a moment. ! Caster in the chat. #selloutbuy.